Of late, President Museveni has made it fashionable to hand out wads of cash to anyone he feels like, moving away from packing it in sacks as seen in Busoga, where a sack filled with cash adding up to 250 million was handed over to a youth group as startup capital. This incident, which became a matter of debate world over, appeared to have hit the president so much that he has now resorted to giving out cash in wads of millions. Trouble now is arising out of why the president is appearing to be panicking to clear all veterans' complaints in the country, like as if he has just been told about their distress with the current status quo.
They continued the handouts from the president of cash is an issue that should be studied. Who is demanding the money? Is it the teachers demanding the money? Is it the veterans? So who is demanding the money from the president? And does the president has money to give out to everybody who wants money?
My reading of the whole event is that it is not an innocent handing of money. I think the president is scared that the veterans will join the Sejusa issue.
The president has plenty at his disposal to give away in envelopes. This is the parody for me.
To some legislators, the president has already embarked on his campaign trail for the 2016 presidential bid, while to others, he is simply acting out of fear of a potential rebellion from the angry veterans, given that the army has of late faced a series of desertions with little knowledge of their whereabouts. Members say the president feels that if the veterans are contained, any uprising in the country would not have their involvement. This notion, however, has been ridiculed by President spokesperson Tamale Mirundi, who says the veterans' complaints have been persistent for decades.
These people who have deserted from the army have joined the bigger rank of veterans outside there. And the veterans have been complaining before even these desertions. So the president is rightly worried that should there be any kind of instability in this country, should there be any move to recruit rebels, the first people who will be dangerous to him will be these veterans.
You know, the president may not be faulted for giving money to veterans, but he can be faulted by giving money to single-line veterans, because we have police veterans, we have public service, civil service who retired and the veterans, and you are now giving one group who are army veterans.
Sejusa doesn't have a following. Why not Muhwezi? Because Muhwezi represents the veterans at the NRM Executive Committee, at NEC, not Sejusa. Sejusa is not known in the veterans.
Meanwhile, following President Museveni's advice to the teachers to go and study the budget and find where the 20% pay increase can be got, the Teachers Union has advised all its members not to teach on Monday if they fail to get transport to their respective schools. This comes as the government's promise to have teachers and civil servants paid by the end of this week fails, with no single explanation from the Ministry of Finance.
We have been told next week has become next week. The caucus on Monday agreed that salaries be paid immediately, and they have changed the meaning of immediately to something else. Of course, they have no means of going to school. They don't have transport, they don't have soap to wash, they don't have shoe polish, their children have been sent away from schools, so they will have to wait until they are facilitated to do their work.
We had already arranged for the veterans. In fact, it was because the president considers the teachers because we were very important. That's why we squeezed in.
When we tried to reach the Public Service State Minister, Sezi Mbaguta, about the matter, she hung up on us, saying nothing had been finalized yet. If by Monday the status quo stands, the teachers' body will announce its next move as it still waits for its 90-day ultimatum to elapse, in which it wants government to rise the teachers' pay by 20%, while government is instead proposing a 4% increment.